First tonight, the Verdigris community remembers the victims of a murder-suicide in which police found a mother and 3 children between the ages of 9 months and 11 years old dead. Thanks for joining us this Saturday night. I'm Chin Doan. News on 6's Lex Rodriguez takes us to the memorial where family members mourn the lives lost.
It's an emotional evening after loved ones gathered here tonight to pay their respect to the victims. A community in mourning, sharing a moment they hoped to never experience. Memorials now stand in a front yard where neighbors say will be reminders where they once watched children play. Billy's father, Billy Jacobson Sr., says he knew something like this would happen because it almost happened earlier this year.
There was an incident in January where Brandy had tried to commit suicide, and they actually had to wrestle the gun out of her hand. Her nephew did, and it was unsafe. I knew. I went and filed for emergency custody.
He says the courts ordered supervised visits after Billy's mother received therapy, but he still didn't think it was safe for his son. He says they went back to court, but the results were not what he thought they would be.
And she just asked, she said, he said, is there anything else? She said, can I have unsupervised visitation with my son back? And he just gave it to her.
Police say the visit on Thursday was to be supervised, but it didn't stop Brandy McCaslin from killing her 3 kids and herself.
And there was nothing I could do. And I basically watched my son fade from my hands because I knew something was going to happen and no one would help us.
He says he believes the children never should have been in the custody of McCaslin.
We got to have some checks and balances and some accountability when it comes to mental health in this state, because as it sits now, it cost my baby his life and cost my 2 of the kids that I considered my children their lives too.
Family members are calling for lawmakers to make changes to prevent this from ever happening again. In Verdigris, Lex Rodriguez, Oklahoma Zone, News on 6.